so the circle of excellence is used for any situation in the future where you want to feel powerful. Now, it can be used for things like giving a presentation, standing on stage, doing an interview or something like that. But it can also be used for your client when they're having to go back into a difficult situation. Maybe, into a family situation where someone's always nagging them or even attacking them. So you want to be strong, okay? So what you say to your client, and you're the client today, what you say to the client is, do you have a situation in the future where you like to be really powerful? Now again, we don't really need to know what it is, but if the client tells you, that's fine, we'll just make it fractionally easier, not a great deal. So some future situation, okay? So is this going to be, days in the future, weeks or months? Or generally?
Months.
Months, okay. So I want you to let your mind wander forward to this time in the future when you want to be at your best in your mind. You don't necessarily know what it is, right? All I want to ask you is, to be at your best, how do you want to feel to be at your best?
I want to be more confident.
Confidence, yes.
Full on power.
Powerful,
yeah. And popular too.
Popular. Okay. When I go, okay, popular, I'm just checking that I could feel popular. Because if I couldn't feel popular, then it wouldn't be an emotion. But I think, yes, I could feel popular. Yeah, yes, I can feel popular. See, popular. Now, these are the three that we're going to do in your circle of excellence. Now, it's called a circle of excellence simply because you're going to have a circle. And in this particular process, you notice I'm not touching you in any way, because I'm not going to be there in the future, so I don't have to touch her to do anchors. So the anchor is going to be all done with this circle. So the first thing I want you to do with your finger is just draw a little circle like that, like I'm doing. Just a little circle. Okay, that's good. Now, this is your circle of excellence, so I stay out of it. And in this circle of excellence, you're only going to step in it when you're feeling excellent. Now, you might like to make it a colour, you don't have to. Some people like to put flashing lights around it, and some people like to have a base colour in it. That's up to you. You can make it a colour, you can have flashing lights, whatever suits to you for your circle. Okay, you've got that, so you've got a nice clear circle in there. Okay, now, what we want to do first, we're going to add these three steps. The first one we're going to add is confidence. So, what I want you to do is, in your mind now, I want you to go wander around your life and find the most confident time you ever were. And some people, that's a long time ago, right? So just take your time and say, oh yes, I was confident at that period of time. And I want you to make it feel really confident, whatever it was. Maybe standing in front of the class or you're in charge and you're feeling absolutely confident. When you get that point and when you feel confident, I want you to step inside the circle. Okay. Feeling confident? Step inside the circle. That's lovely. Now let that confidence flow through you into the circle. So it's like a pool of confidence. So it's there and it's all through you and in the pool of confidence. Now I'd like you to step out of that circle. Now we're going to add the next thing, which is feeling powerful. And I'm sure there was a time in your life when you felt powerful. Maybe you won a race or something, really feeling powerful. So can you find a time in your life when you were feeling really powerful? Might be the same as last time, might be another time. Okay, so again, I want you to go back to that time when you were feeling really powerful. And as you feel the power come into you, I want you to step inside the circle. As you begin to feel really powerful in your body from that past event, powerful builds up, and then you step inside the circle, and that powerfulness flows through your body, goes into that circle, mixing with the confidence. And now the water is full of confidence and powerful, whatever it is. It's floor or standing on, it's confident and powerful. Okay, now step out of that circle. You're doing wonderfully well. Please give me a little bit there. Yeah, good, okay. And then the last one is you wanted to feel popular. Now, I bet there have been loads of times in your life when you were popular. You know, maybe if we were America, we'd say prom dance, you know, everybody wants you to go to the prom. But there were times when you felt popular, otherwise you wouldn't have said it. So can you think of a time when you felt really popular? Great. Get to that time in your mind, get all those feelings where it feels like to be popular, and when you've got it at its peak, step inside the circle. Very popular. And step inside the circle and let that popularity come through you, go down and mix with the powerfulness and the confidence. So the whole emotion now is kind of popular, powerful and confidence. All in one way. Great, fantastic. Now you can step out of the circle. Now, to make this more powerful for you, we're going to add a word. Now, it can be any word, it can be a grunt or a groan, but remember that you might be saying it in public, so maybe an explicit adjective is not the right word to use, but something, just a yes, right, wrong, whatever feels like it, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to step inside the circle now, in your circle, feel confident, powerful, popular, and say, yes, yes, great, fantastic, and now you can step outside of the circle. Now, we're going to do the whole process, but she actually did the final bit already, but for demonstration we're going to do the whole process. And that last bit is to add a gesture, but you've already done it, so we'll just be duplicating that. So this time, we want you to step inside the circle, feel confident, powerful, popular, yes, and do the gesture. Okay, so you've done that already, so it's just to repeat. Okay, so step inside the circle, feel confident, powerful, popular, say yes, and step out of the circle. Great, fantastic. Alright, now that's done, but we have to test it to make sure it's going to work. But we have a bit of a unique way of testing this, and this is how we're going to test it. What we're going to do is, in a moment, we're going to step inside the circle, feel confident, powerful, popular, yes. And at that point, step out of the circle on the other side as if you're in that future event. You're at that place you need to feel this way. You got it?
Without that circle.
Now we go into the circle,
Then
feel, and then come out the other side of the circle. You'd be stepping out that side all the time, that's the past. So now you're going to step out into the future. Okay, so step into the circle, feel confident, powerful, popular. Yes, step out in the future event. How do you feel? You're there. You're doing it.
Yeah. Same power.
Yeah.
Confident.
Great.
And I'm popular.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great. Okay. Now, just before you go, we have a bit of tidying up to do. So what I want you to do is to pick up your circle and fold it up, and you can actually stick it round your wrist, maybe round the watch or something, so it's there for you whenever you need it. So you can just undo it. Throw it down, step in it, and away you go. Now this idea is not sort of just made up out of the head. You'll see most people who are successful on stage have their circle of excellence. You know, Tony Robbins has one. He steps, you know Tony Robbins. He will step up on stage and yes, and he gets on stage. Other people, actors, they all have this way of putting themselves into a perfect state before they step on to their audience. Okay? Great, that's it.